Hey guys, good evening everyone. It's May 27th, 2020, around 10:23 p.m. And today we are going to, as always, talk about the market. Let's see how our stocks in the Philippine market performed today. All right, and thank you to those who have already dropped their requests in our, of course, from our previous videos, and of course here in our Instagrams page. And we have already outlined them, and these are our priorities tonight. We are going to talk about your requested stocks, and let us see if we can add some more to this. Okay, so of course, let's start with our PSEI, the index. So while I wait for this page to load, I'd like to invite everyone, for those people who are first timers in our channel over here. Just know that we are doing this every day. We are reviewing stocks in the Philippine market, and we base our choices on, of course, your requests. So if you want to also be updated each time I have a new video, go ahead and hit the subscribe, hit that notification bell, and if you like the video, don't hesitate to click the like. So YouTube would discover our videos and promote it to other viewers. In the meantime, let us talk about the index. Okay, so looks like there's a an outright recovery, shall I say, or not yet? Not totally, but there's a good recovery after a 2-day downhill movement. So far, we're still doing sideways overall, okay, and it's just respecting the support that we currently have at the 5,400 level. And with this, we feel that there's a big possibility that most of our uh, blue chip companies will be moving to the upside in the coming days with this one. But we're still not out of the woods yet. Okay, while it's good that we are still here respecting the support level, some people might take profit and, of course, result in a slight dip and land once again at the 5,400 level. But to be more accurate, we are going to go ahead and check out these stocks one by one. And of course, I'll prioritize the ones on my list here. Some are secondary stocks, and some of them are also part of the index. But if you want to find out which stocks are part of the index, um, the list is the list is everywhere. You can we can Google it, and but there are 30 plus companies on my screen right now. Right off the bat, I can see GFC, MPI. Yeah, those are the two so far. All right. Of course, you have your BDO, Metro Bank, and URC and San Miguel. Those companies. Okay, and the list is available online as well. Let's go ahead and talk about Vita. Vita. Okay, nice recovery. Nice recovery for Vita. There's a good volume after that significant change in the volume from the previous weeks. As you notice, there's almost no volume while we move sideways here. And then there was a dip. This is an overall sentiment towards the entire Philippine market here, because almost all the stocks yesterday really declined. And now majority, I've seen that majority of our stocks here are actually green today. So there you have it. So I think this too has been has was able to benefit from that sentiment, and we are on a green, and that means big chance that this will continue moving upwards by tomorrow and in the coming days, because it's not just a green with no volume. The volume is significantly noticeable, right? As you see here, see that people find this really cheap. at the moment and have entered in this stock. So the nearer you are to the 0.77 area, then that is better. In fact, it's just a 2 cent difference. So I think wherever it is at right now, it's already a good entry. Okay, so good job to those people who have already entered at the 0.77 area. RLC, still respecting your support. It was a red today, okay, but still within the support area. So just be extra careful in case that breaks your support level over here, which is at 1379. Then just be extra careful as it might continue to dip. But notice here as the price as we ended red today, the volume of the dip is not that much. That means people are already holding on to their position because they feel that if it will continue to go down, they feel that it won't be that deep anymore, and we're nearing that possible bounce. If we're not that far, this is the reason why I said this is a support level, as you can see here, right? Some consolidation in this area, and it might just bounce in that space. But if it goes down further, this will be the area to watch out for. And let's talk about MPI. MPI, nice bounce. See? This is actually starting to show an uptrend because this is a higher low. But it's not too obvious, right? But if you are to plot that line, let me see here. It's already giving us that upward movement, right? It's not that steep though, but when you have something like that, you're there. Okay, it's an area. Okay, so when a stock is moving upwards, right? Sometimes the support level is also following that trend. So each time it bounces, as you notice, it is establishing a higher low. So when it goes higher now, it goes on a higher high. That confirms an uptrend. So this one over here is a good validation that we have just bounced. All right, we have just bounced. It's a green engulfing candlestick. That means yes, we feel that in the coming days we might start to see some more green days. And if you can enter as near as that yellow line over there, even better. But for now, I see that anywhere from 2.61 to 2.75, that is already an okay price. Okay, 2 point what? Yeah, 2.61. Anywhere from 2.75 to 261, that's already a good entry price. FGen. FGen over here. Whoa. What's with this? Okay, guys. I like the fact that it did a gap up, okay? But this is not a good sign because it opened and then enticed, small retailers or people like us. I think a lot of them showed interest and then entered in the stock, only to discover the entire day it just went down. And now that you have a gap up that happened here, I will not be surprised tomorrow if it will continue to go down. Because the nature of the stock is that when there is a gap in between, either to the upside, which is the case here, it will go back and fill the gap. So in this case, there's a big gap that happened. Therefore, it will go down and fill that. So be extra careful. You might have some more downward movement tomorrow. Where could it stop? Possibly at the 18.92 or 19 level, 19 peso level. Okay, that is the area. Okay, 19 pesos. Worse is it might go back here. Okay, so those are the two areas to closely monitor because this is where it left off yesterday. Okay, but I plotted the line here because there was a resistance at this area and it might respect that and hopefully it bounces. But overall, if you are a long-term investor, look at where you are sitting at the moment. Okay, I suggest really haggle because there's a big gap here. So if let us say you are able to enter at 1763, then this is your reward potential there. Previous high is around 27, 28. Okay, tech. Oh, let's see. Wow, this did not follow. Still on a red, but um, for the past 2 days, this area has been respected over here. Yeah, so looks like this is going to be your support. Yeah, I think I also plotted the support at the same area. Okay, so let's continue to monitor that because as we go down, look at the volume over here. It's consistently declining as we go down, and the implication of that is, of course, like what I mentioned earlier. Um, Not a lot of people are releasing or are selling their stocks at this point because they feel that this is already an okay area, already cheap level to start accumulating. So I feel that we're just going to be within this range. If there's going to be a slight overshoot lower than 7.15, I don't think that it's going to be that deep in terms of a decline because your volume is already significantly low at this point. No more selling. Let's see. Okay, tech, that's for you. And let us talk about Mac. Okay, yeah. For Mac, so we were on a continued downward trend here. It went up, it retested the area. Okay, and I think the retest is over, looks like it. And I feel that it will continue to move higher in the coming days. As you see here, for your RSI, see that while the price was moving south, meaning downward direction, your RSI is already showing us a bullish divergence. And it even got sustained here, right? When it did a double bottom, it's now much higher than the previous bottom over here. So, yeah, I feel positive that in the coming days, you'll see some more upward movements for Mac. 5.3 foreign buying today. So I think they're all showing interest in this stock now. Next is GFC. Okay, there's a green, but let's see if that will hold, all right? Um, this area could be a support level. This could be a support area. Okay, 120.60. And we're still not out of, we're not super safe yet because this is a solid red. And what we want to see is another day to engulf that. Normally, when it ends outside of the Bollinger Band, if we're following the Bollinger Band trading strategy, the next 3 days after that should already engulf this within the next 3 days. So this is day one. Tomorrow we should end much higher. If it does not engulf this red, meaning it's not higher than that, it's not higher than 134. The goal is the day after that. Friday would be the last day to really confirm if we now have a change in direction. Okay, for now, let's use 120 as our support level. To continue, let's talk about SSP. Okay, SSP. Okay. Do you see that line over there, the blue line, which is our MA20 line? Um, I feel that it's heading, pointing downwards this time. Let's see if zoom out a little bit. Okay. I feel that if it will continue to move up, I just think that it will challenge your nearest resistance first. 1.36 is the nearest resistance that we have here, and I think it will more likely it'll decline after it reaches 136. So your risk to reward ratio here is not in the most ideal state. You have higher risk because you're already up there, compared to how far it traveled from a 0.55 to a 1.9 1.28. So you only have very small potential here in terms of gain, unless there's really a strong sentiment to break that. But at this point, the volume is not that really noticeably high. That means there's a big chance that it will not sustain. Okay, plus your trades here is 381, or already have selling that happened. So that means foreign investors already find some weakness at this point. So just be extra careful. Wait for it. If you're a big believer of SSP, I know you will be able to get this at a much lower price. It is going to rest. Green. Nice bounce for green over here. And yeah, this is your new support, guys. I don't know why we have that over there. Let's make this thinner. Okay, so this is the support that we see. Nice volume. Nice volume engulfing the past 3 days red. So I feel that you will have more climb in the coming days. But if you want to really be conservative, anywhere from 1.36 to 1.52, just in case some people will take profit tomorrow, bringing the price much lower than 1.52. I feel that that's already a good area to try out. Okay, looks like a cup and handle formation. You can validate that, right? There's one over here and then dipped a little bit and then move up. So that's for green. I feel bullish for green. I'm wide. Okay, I suggest stay away for now. Okay, the decline is continuously manifesting here, right? Okay, so this is your previous support, and it broke that support. Okay, so that's the line 4.99 or 5 peso level. That was your previous support and it got broken. So I feel that it will continue to go down, even though, as you see here, just some slight hint that we are also going to be bouncing in the coming days, because you already have bullish divergence. It's just that we do not know how deep it could go, but I don't think that it will be that deep anymore, because you already have, I think this was your previous bottom and it broke that. So as the price was going down, you're already heading, you're creating that momentum for your RSI. Okay, we just need that volume, one big volume to push the price higher. And I think, I'm not sure if this is a 52-week low. Looks like it. It's a 52-week low. 4.54 was the 52-week low. Let me see. Yeah, 4.54, which happened today. But there's a super, super slight bounce because there's a small wick that happened here. So today was a 52-week low, and let us see if it will just sustain that. Okay. For now, I see 4.99 as the nearest resistance because that used to be your support level. If it bounces, it might, challenge that first before it officially breaks out of that resistance area. Ma. Okay, for Ma, no foreign buying, but you have your resistance right here. So what's good here is that this is an engulfing, green engulfing candlestick, engulfing your previous red. So I'd like to plot our support at this point. This is your support, okay, 2.43. So if it continues to move up, your earning potential would be, your resistance would be 2.91. So try to compute that. If you enter at around, let us say you haggle in between 243 and 258, let's say you're able to enter at 250, you have a 16% possible gain there. Okay, so the nearer you are to the support area, the better. Okay, that's the reason why we are plotting a support and resistance each time. Before we even reach a decision, we plot those key areas. Okay, so that's part one of our stock market insights. I will already post this in our YouTube channel so that if I may have not included your request, at least I could give you an opportunity to put in or comment down your requested stock because I might be able to record another one for you tonight. In the meantime, thank you, and I hope you subscribe to our channel. Bye bye for now.